Cops arrest all kinds of different people every day, but how does it look when it's one of their own, or even their boss? We will be looking at two of these cases, starting with this police officer decided that instead, Michael must appear in court in front of a judge, humiliating him in the process, and making sure he doesn't repeat this. But all this is almost nothing compared to what Corporal Scott Bertzik was hit with after he crashed his car while intoxicated.
Reached out for my lighter, slammed into his ass.
Cool.
No, not really.
Not really.
No.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Your car's fucked up.
No, absolutely. Which I just fucking fixed.
Our police officer on the scene, Brooke and Scott, are obviously familiar with each other, given the tone and way of talking. Scott isn't holding back on explaining what happened, but he also tries to gain some sympathy by acting frustrated, making it seem like it was a small, dumb mistake. Brooke decides to play this professionally, and before continuing the investigation, she decides to check with Base if she has the clearance to do so, considering them being friends.
This crash, Birdie, so come work it? Okay. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've worked a crash with one of us in it, so... No, he's not on duty. He's in his POV. I just didn't want there to be any, conflict of interest type issues. Alright, that was it. I just wanted to make sure. Alright, bye. Damn it, Birdie.
So, she was clearly given the green light to continue with paperwork and handling the situation. But things get a bit harder when she notices something.
You good?
Wait.
Huh?
Wait on his way.
He's not coming. Good?
Walking home, but yep, I'm good.
So, Birdie, you giving me some indicators?
Oh.
Listen.
Get the woman.
Listen. Valdez is coming out just to... I'm not gonna lie to you about it.
She's on her way?
Yeah, she's on her way. I'm not really comfortable with this whole thing at all, but I'm not gonna lie to you about it.
Oh no, I don't mean to put you in that indie. Yep.
From now on, you know how it goes. You can't consume anything, okay? Because right now you're being detained.
Wait, what?
You can obviously hear in his slurred speech that Scott is under the influence of something, so Brooke lets him know that he is being detained and can't consume anything, so that later on he can't claim that he was clean during the crash. At this point, Scott is no longer the supervisor, but the suspect in a case.
Please don't make my life difficult.
I would never do that to you.
Okay, I'm very uncomfortable right now.
And I apologize for putting you in that position. Are you on?
Yes, I am. And I'm going to remain on for integrity. You know you can't smoke right now.
Why?
Because if I'm going to do a DUI investigation, it impedes it, so you can't consume anything. I want to get that dog. This is a really cute dog.
Fear aggression issue.
You can always train a dog. You can't consume anything. You're killing me.
Trying.
What's too late now?
She lets him know she is uncomfortable with the situation, which is totally understandable. Under the influence, facing possible loss of job, parole, or even jail time, anyone can be unpredictable, even one of your own. They also both make sure that she is on, meaning that her body camera is turned on, so there would be no funny business or mishandling of this case. Honestly, great job from Officer Brooke.
You may begin the test.
1, 2, 3.
He keeps on trying to smoke, even though she explicitly said that he is not allowed to consume anything. After some time, another police officer comes, which means they can finally start with the field sobriety tests. They lasted a bit over 10 minutes, and it is not that hard to figure out how they all went.
There's things that we can do to fix this, but...
Fucking everything.
It's got the hinge locks. Okay.
Good to go?
Based on him barely walking in a straight line and pretty much failing all the tests along with all the evidence they had from before, officers thought it was okay to come to a conclusion that Scott was intoxicated. This meant it was time to slap on some cuffs on him, an act he was clearly not the happiest with. At the end, Scott blew up a 1.56 at the station. He was charged with driving under the influence and damaging property. He was given a little less than $1,000 in fines along with 50 hours of community service. He had to start going to multiple substance abuse and DUI classes, and his driver's license was suspended for 6 months. He was also sued by the driver of the vehicle he hit for all the damages. Of course, on top of all that, he was suspended without pay for a week and given a last chance agreement, meaning if he did something like this again, he would be out for good. Of Michael Yarbrough. On June 20th, 2023, a local Georgia police officer stopped a Dodge Charger for going a whopping 96 miles per hour in a 35 zone. When he came up to the car and approached the window, he was left in a bit of a shock.
Really?
License in the back.
Yeah.
The person sitting behind the wheel, looking straight into the body cam of the police officer, was none other than Chief Deputy of the local PD Michael Yarbrough. Definitely not someone this officer was expecting to see. But the police officer remains professional and asks for Mikhail's license and registration, something he didn't really like.
Hello?
Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped-up Dodge Charger belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You can do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
Obviously, the officer seems keen on following the law and writing up the chief. But who knows how this would have played out if there weren't any body cameras. He decided to go on and give his boss the fine, which is definitely a dream come true for most of people.
Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it must appear.
Yes, sir.
Please slow down and have a safe day.
A bit of a fun thing about this case is that prices for speeding tickets in Georgia are determined by how much you exceeded the speed limit. And as we mentioned, this chief was going 96 in a 35, almost tripling the limit. So that would put him at about $500 fees with additional super speeder penalty that gets added on if you drive as fast as Yarbrough was. Overall, this is a great show of how these things should be handled. If you enjoyed this video, then you must check out this next one. Trust me, it's a good one. See you there. It's a good one.